Gentlemen, to 2015 LSA Illinois State Basketball Championships. We're here on Championship Sunday, bringing you the championship game between the home team on the scoreboard, the Immanuel Palatine Bobcats, and the visitors on the scoreboard, the Mount Prospect St. Paul Comets. Sam Krull alongside Alexa Krull, who has replaced Matthew Gutzler, who is fortunately coaching the championship this afternoon. Should have a good one. These teams have not yet met this year. Both teams come in. Well, the Palatine comes in with a record of 25-2. The Comets from St. Paul Mount Prospect coming in with a record of 26-1. Alexa, we've been taking a look at a couple of the stats, a couple things. What do you think is going to make the biggest difference today in this championship ball game?
You know, I see that Mount Prospect here, they're doing really well on their two-point game. And if they can kind of get inside, I think they will be really successful. But we do also have to look at the three-pointers for Palatine. They are averaging eight three-pointers, so they have to make sure that they're covering the outside as well for Mount Prospect. And we should have a really good game today. I'm really excited.
That we should. This one is for all the marbles. We brought you the 5th and 6th place game, the 3rd and 4th place game, both very good ball games. The women's side, as I was told, has had great ball games all weekend. Not too many blowouts. This one I don't think is going to be any different.
I don't think so either, and I'm really excited because both of us actually played in this tournament before when we were younger, and it's really good to see that
I would like to welcome you to St. Pierre Lutheran School in Arlington Heights and the girls' championship game for the state of Illinois. We would like to welcome our guests from around the world watching us on the internet. And then finally, a welcome goes out to all members of the United States Armed Forces stationed at home and abroad who are watching with us as well. A DVD of today's games will be given to each of the participating schools in the coming weeks. Before we begin, we ask that all participants and spectators conduct themselves in a God-pleasing manner before, during, and after this basketball game. The LSA Sportsmanship Award will be presented this weekend to the school whose behavior of its players, coaches, and fans best demonstrates Christian sportsmanship. We also remind you that for the safety of the participants, we'd like to keep the front row of the bleachers empty and that all noisemakers are prohibited. This game this afternoon will be between two schools who are 7 miles apart on Northwest Highway. The guests on the scoreboard, the Comets of St. Paul Mount Prospect. And the home team on the scoreboard, the Bobcats of Palatine Immanuel. At this time, let's meet the participants for the championship game. First from Mount Prospect. The Comets enter this contest with a record of 26 wins and 1 loss. They are the champions of the Concord Bensenville Tournament, the Batavia Eagle Invitational Tournament, the Zion PTL Tournament, and the Northwest Suburban Lutheran Conference. Here at LSA, the Comets have defeated Nashville Oakville 44-11, Arlington Heights 29-24, and Peoria 44-33. Now let's meet the non-starters for Mount Prospect. First up, number 10, the 7th grader, Zoe Meyer. Number 11, 7th grader, Megan Young. Number 20, 8th grader, Mackenzie Folkers. Number 30, 7th grader, Claire Spencer. Number 32, 8th grader, Anna Lindemann. And number 42, 8th grader, Molly Wilson. And now the starters for the Comets, a 5'8" guard, number 12, 8th grader, Rachel Sunu. 5'6", 7th grader, number 23, she's a guard, Kate Holtmeyer. Number 24, 5'8" guard, 8th grader, Ashley Adams. Number 31, a forward. She's 5'10", 8th grader, Mandy Withy. And number 33, a 5'10" forward, a 7th grader, Nicole Onstad. The Comets are coached by Matt Gutzler. He is assisted by Kevin Mueller and Kara Bussey. Now for Palatine. The Bobcats enter this contest with a record of 25 wins and 2 losses. And on their road to the state championship game, they were crowned the champions of the Walther High School Tournament, the Christian Liberty Tournament, the Bobcat Tip-Off, the Raymar Classic, the Freeport Triangular Shootout, and the Christ Stevensville Tournament. Here at state, the Bobcats had defeated Bloomington 34-13, Belvedere 37-13, and Edwardsville 33-16. Let's meet the non-starters for the Bobcats. 8th grader, number 1, Grace Towsey. Number 3, 8th grader, Samantha Hansen. Number 5, 6th grader, Aubrey Horbach. Number 13, 8th grader, Callie Schmidt. Number 21, 7th grader, Kendall Maloney. Number 23, 8th grader, Michaela Cooper. Number 24, 8th grader, Caitlin Raby. Number 42, 7th grader, Yuna Shin. And number 43, 7th grader, Daniela Casillas. Now the starters for the Bobcats. At one guard, number 10, 5'3" and 7th grader, Marguerite Spear. And another guard, number 11, 5'6", 8th grader, Elise Horbach. And another guard, 5 foot, 8th grader, number 12, Julia Laval. And a 4th guard, number 14, 5'8", 6th grader, Ruthie Montella. And in the center position, number 32, 5'10", 8th grader, Julianne Tagney. The Bobcats are coached by Heather Glazer. She's assisted by T.R. Turner and Jim Beckley. Now, as we do at all LSA events, let's begin this game with a word of prayer. Dear Lord, as we are about to begin this state championship game, we thank you for all you have done for us. We thank you for the ministries of Lutheran churches and schools and for pastors and teachers. We thank you for the abilities and gifts you have given each of the participants in this game. But most importantly, we thank you during this Lenten season that you sent your Son to suffer on our behalf. We ask that you would bless this game and its participants, coaches, and officials. Watch over them and keep them safe, because it's in your name we pray and play. Amen. Good luck to both teams.
Well, if you couldn't tell already, this place is rocking.
Both teams brought a really good crowd today, and I think that helps out the teams as much because you see so much support for both sides, and you're going to hear it coming in the second half. I think you're going to really, really see this place explode.
And let's run through the starters just one more time. For the visitors on the board, the Comets of St. Paul Mount Prospect, Sunu, Holtmeyer, Adams, Withy, and Onstadt. And for the team in white, the Bobcats of Immanuel Palatine, Spear, Horbach, Laval, Montella, and Tagney. And the 2015 state championship is underway. Ball tipped and controlled by the Comets. So Adams looking down the post, finds Sunu up off the glass, partially blocked by Tagney. And here come the Bobcats. There's the Val looking to push. Kills the dribble, finds Spear. Now back to Lavelle. Baseline drive by Montella is blocked. And here's another turnover to the Bobcats. Runner in the lane, no good. Rebound fought for, and originally pulled down by Withy. Withy was tied up, and the ball's going to stay on this end of the floor with the Bobcats.
You know, it's good to see down low that both teams have a 5'10" center in the middle. It's going to make it really tough for both teams to actually get inside, which is going to be a really good competition in this coming down.
Here's Spear. Left hand at the top of the key, swung over to Lavelle. Lavelle kills her dribble. Far side wing, finds Horbach. Lavelle drives the lane, kicks out to Montella. Montella drives baseline, left side, left hand, right hand. Floater is partially blocked, and the Comets looking to push. Here's Withy controlling the ball, guarded closely by Horbach. Now over to Adams. Adams bounce pass in the lane. That was Onstadt with the missed layup, and the putback by Holtmeyer opens the scoring for the ball game this afternoon.
You know, rebounds are going to be key in both sides because you don't want second chances against either one of these teams. I mean, they're going to be really good putbacks if you don't.
It's Montella going baseline again with that right hand. Nice bounce pass to Tangney, and she scores with the left hand on the left side to knock the game at 2. Here's Adams, pressured up top. The 15-foot jumper long by the Comets. Sunu with the putback is good. Sunu not very short either. She can get down there and mix it up for rebounds too.
She is a tough cookie, that is for sure.
Here's Lavelle, picks up her dribble top of the key. Swung over to Spear. Spear back to Lavelle, left hand into the lane. Kick out to Tangney. Tangney now back up top. Lavelle looking into the post. Ball partially knocked away, regathered by Horbach. Horbach loses it this time. And here's Withy bringing the ball up the floor. And Horbach reached in.
You know, the St. Paul team is not letting them get in any outside shots, really. They're playing a really good 2-3 defense right now, and it'd be really impressive if they can keep that up all game.
Here's Adams making her way in the lane. Nice bounce pass to it. Up and good.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
6-2 early on here in the first quarter. Bobcats working it around against this 2-3 zone of the Comets. Here's a near steal, and it looks like the Bobcats touched it last. I'm guessing that went off of Horbach. It'll be Comet basketball.
You know, Palatine's starting to pick up on the really good ball handlers now and trying to get them away from them to even start a play or even get the ball rolling.
Last touched by the Comets and Holtmeyer. So both teams play really in-your-face defense. I mean, St. Paul sits back in that 2-3, but they really don't let you get much off from the outside.
No, and they've got the 24.
Here's a steal by Sunu. One person to beat. Stripped, and a little bit of contact on the way up by Marguerite Spear, and Sunu will head to the line for 2. Sunu, 2 of 4 from the line so far in the tournament. Make that 3 of 5.
Went down nice and smooth, that free throw. And those are key, too. You really want to hit these free throws in a close game like this.
Even though it's early on, free throws still do matter. Sunu second in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Withy. Right hand on the right side, up and good. She's going to be tough to stop down there because she gets after it.
She really is. And you know what? Since she can handle the ball and shoot, it's going to be really hard to keep her out of this game.
Jump stop in the lane by Spear. Her shot short. Rebound pulled down by Withy. Up ahead to Sunu. Sunu, left hand in the lane. Look to hit Holtmeyer. Just a little too high.
A little bit. You got to control those passes. If you want to get that offense going, you have to control the passes. And they've been doing a pretty good job so far.
Checking in for the Bobcats is number 3, Samantha Hansen. There's a beautiful strip by Adams. Looking to push. Pull-up jumper, 17. No good. Rebound tipped around, finally corralled by Sunu as she has it knocked away, and up with the jumper was Onstadt. She was hacked, and she'll shoot 2 free throws.
I mean, St. Paul prospect is not afraid to get in there and get that ball.
And Nicole Onstadt's first free throw of the weekend is no good. 9-2, 2 minutes, 7 seconds to play here in the opening quarter of the 2015 Women's Championship game. Second one is long. Rebound pulled down by Laval. There's Laval looking to push, 1-on-3. Pulls it back out, finds Horbach. Horbach up top to Spear. Spear swung around to Hansen. Hansen then skip past the top, Laval. She goes, splits the zone, gets it down into the post. Jumper for Hansen is no good. And foul on her way up was Horbach. She'll shoot 2. So offensive rebounds really playing a big key here in this first quarter.
It's a huge deal, because you really don't want those second and third chances, and because they are going to turn into free throws.
Horbach is 3 of 9 from the stripe. Now shooting 40% in this state tournament. Second free throw is around and down. 9-4. Minute 45 to play. Here's Adams going coast to coast, kicks it out. Sunu now up top to Onstadt. Onstadt's jumper no good. Rebound put back by Withy.
She is unstoppable right now. She wants it, and she wants it bad.
Here's Laval. Over to Spear. Spear now finds Hansen. Corner skip back up top to Laval. Laval finds cutting Hansen in the middle of the lane. That shot is blocked. But it looked like there might have been somebody along with that block. Foul is on number 33, Nicole Onstadt. Her first, team second. Hansen has not yet hit a free throw in the tournament. That miss there takes her to 0-6 on the weekend. Second is long. Rebound pulled down by Onstadt. And Adams just completely bowled over Hansen, and she's slow to get up.
It made it look like she hit her head on that one, that's tough to deal with, especially in a championship game like this.
There was a charge on Adams. That'll be her first, team third.
You know, I think Palatine's doing a really smart job with having number 24, Ashley Adams, up at the top in their 2-3 because she has such long arms and she's quick to get to the ball. It's going to be tough for them to get a shot off.
That's the biggest thing. You talked about it before the game as Immanuel has knocked down 8 3-pointers so far in the tournament to Mount Prospect's 5s. They do like to let it fly a little bit from the outside if you're knocking down 8. The 2-3 really something that you want to break with the outside shot.
Yes.
But they're not able to get any off.
I mean, this team is quick. They have their hands up. They're not afraid to get in your face and make sure that they're there.
There's Laval bringing it up, finds Spear. Spear out of the corner. Nearly had it intercepted as Horbach took it in and missed the layup. A couple of rebound putbacks by Tangney, no good. She swings, and we're going to have a jump ball as she takes Withy to the ground.
These are some feisty girls here. I love it. It's going to be a good game.
Just under a minute to play here in the opening quarter. The Comets have a 7-point lead, 11-4 over the Bobcats. Here's a pump fake drive for Holtmeyer. 3 ball, no good, put up by Onstadt. Rebound tapped around, finally corralled by Laval. Laval picks up her dribble, nearly threw an interception as Spear was able to corral the loose ball. 30 seconds to play. Lavelle into the middle of the lane. Found Horbach. She had her shot blocked partially. And a turnover to the Comets. And we've got a travel.
No, that block right there looks a little bit like a volleyball move, so that sport really did help her on that one.
17 seconds to play. Spear to inbound to Lavelle. Lavelle looks to split the top of the zone. Stops just short. Now over to Horbach in the corner, looking to get it down to Montella. Ball knocked away, and we're going to have another jump ball, and it's going to stay on this end. .2 seconds to play. Lavelle finds Horbach. Knocked around. Here's a 3 ball. That one's going to be just short from Spear and out of bounds with 1.8 seconds to play.
And Spear already has, let's see, she has 7 threes, so she has most of their 3-pointers, so you really don't want her to get the ball and have an open shot, because if she gets hot, it's going to be trouble.
And we've already seen it a couple times this afternoon. There's the ball tipped away by Adams, and that'll end the first quarter. 11-4. The first quarter score. It really seems like it should be a lot closer than that, doesn't it?
You know, you're watching these girls, and I'm very proud of these girls, because, you know, they are working so hard. And as you said, it should be a lot closer, and you would think it was. But, you know, Palatine's getting a little trouble down low. But if they find their shot down low and they're getting those putbacks, it could be a very close game and really, really tough for Mount Prospect to kind of keep up with that one.
And let's really talk about the key so far for Mount Prospect, and that's been Withy down low.
It is. And, you know, we've got the short guard for Mount Prospect. Sin Yu, she is really getting in there, getting those putbacks. You know, she has been to the line once this first quarter, but she's really, really making it tough for Palatine to push their offense forward on those rebounds.
And Withy has had quite a few putbacks, and she likes to handle the ball, then mix it up down low as well.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of Sunu, she'll inbound, finds Adams. Adams guarded closely by Lavelle. Now back outside to Onstadt. Onstadt over to Sunu. Sunu tried to get it down to Withy. Montella knocked it away momentarily, and Montella's hand was on the sideline as she touched the basketball, so it'll be Comet ball in front of the Palatine fans. And here's a rocket inbound pass from Sunu. She corrals the loose ball.
She's very good at opening up the pockets in their defense to make sure her teammates see it.
It's a beautiful turnaround from Withy. That one just long. Rebound pulled down by Horbach, and she's looking to push. Horbach, bounce pass picked off by Withy. Withy brings the ball up, looking for Adams, finds her, and she's closely guarded by Lavelle. Spin move, baseline, one-hand runner. Up, no good, Tangley with the board. Here comes Lavelle, one person to beat. Ball knocked away momentarily as Horbach regains control. As she has it stolen by Withy, and we're going to have a jump ball. And it'll be 1st and 10. No, I'm kidding. It'll be Bobcat basketball underneath their own basket.
You know, that Lavelle, she is such a quick guard getting it down. She has such smooth handles. I mean, she pushes and pushes, and she makes her team get across that line quickly.
Here is Spear. Now back to Lavelle. Good to see Hansen check back in. And that she's okay. And we had a jump ball. On a nice block. And it'll be Comet basketball. Adams walking it up this time. Switching hands as she does. Crosses the timeline. Over to Holtmeyer. Holtmeyer had the ball knocked away by Montella, and it looked like it went off of Holtmeyer's leg. No scoring so far in the second quarter, 11-4. 4.5 minutes to play in the half. Here's a drive by Montella, has her shot blocked by Withy, Loose ball, Sanu picks it up. Stripped away by Lavelle. Montella picks that loose ball up off the floor and has it stolen. Here's Withy to the basket, left hand, no good. Offensive board, up off the glass, no good. Rebound fought for, last touched by Sunu and the Comets.
And you see again, she's just prepared just to get inside and make it tough for Palatine to really get that rebound.
Both teams working extremely hard on defense.
You see the reds in their faces, the panting, but they are not giving up. There is no way these girls are ever going to give up.
Here's Spear, right in front of the Comet bench to Montella in the corner. Montella, a couple dribbles in, now kicks back out to Spear. Spear swung around to Lavelle. Lavelle, left hand on Sanu. Had it knocked away. Here's Spear, deep three, that one's down the well.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Big three-pointer from Spear, as we said, that's now her 8th of the tournament.
Just beautiful. Do not let her get hot, though.
There's a backdoor cut by Holtmeyer. Her jump shot no good. Rebound tapped around, pulled down by Withy. Withy goes up. Front iron no good. Sunu with the putback. Might have been partially blocked. And down with the rebound comes Spear. Holtmeyer from behind almost knocked it away. Here's Lavelle. Shields attacking the basket with the left hand. Turns around. Kick back out to Spear. Down to Tangney. Tangney working on Holtmeyer. That jumper is blocked by Onstadt. Now up to Adams. Adams spinning. Right-hand runner. And a blocking foul on Hansen.
Such a nice spin move going to the basket. Such a nice spin move. And, you know, both teams are working really hard, and they're getting in there, and they're just making it tough for each other just to even get the ball, even get a play started.
Adams has attempted quite a few free throws in the tournament. That's her 17th free throw. She's now 10 of 17, taking just as many free throws as Mandy Withy. Adams' second free throw is good. 13-7, 6-point Comet lead. Montella baseline, 10-foot jumper, no good. Offensive rebound by Tangney, throws it over the rim. And a rebound pulled down by Withy, and she traveled.
Tangney she's very tall, she's got long arms, she's really good for the rebounding game for Palatine.
Here's an inbound pass to Hansen. Hansen's shot might have been partially blocked by Withy. And the Comets come up with a loose ball. Here's Adams. Right hand working on Lavelle. Kicked out to Sunu. Sunu up top to Onstadt. Onstadt's jumper just a little long. Rebound pulled down by Spear. She's looking to push. Spear to the basket. A little bit of contact at the rim with Onstadt. No call. And the push ahead by Sunu just out of the outstretched reach of Withy. And Withy looked at Coach Gutzler and told him, we need a timeout.
She needs a little break from hustling up and down the floor. Both teams are doing a fantastic job. And I think that both teams are pushing and pushing and pushing, and that's what you want to see for most of them. But either side, you don't see a lot of drives to the basket without some person opposite of their team trying to stop them. So there's no open shots. There's nothing, which is fantastic to see at this level. Them knowing to get down the floor and transition defense and offense is both fantastic.
And this has been pretty much a track meet so far. I mean, it's been nonstop running, whether it's Adams pushing, Lavelle pushing, Spear pushing, Withy pushing. It's been nonstop so far.
It has, you know, and I give kudos to these girls because it's a lot of running up and down this floor. It's making me a little tired.
And it's only been 6 deep for Palatine and no subs so far for the Comets. So you know this is what it's going to be. It's going to be up and down for these 11 players the entire time. Palatine inbounds. Lavelle looking to split the 2-3. Stops. Over to Montella. Montella's right-hand dribble in the lane. Floater around, out. Rebound pulled down by Withy. Now out to Adams. Adams really looking to push again. Up ahead. looking for Holtmeyer. Holtmeyer lost a handle on it. Montella ties her up, and it's going to be Palatine basketball.
Kind of looked like she was giving her an alley-oop almost. Here comes the Val.
Out to Spear. Spear tries another three off the front iron. No good. Rebound pulled down by Tangney. Her shot blocked by Withy. A little commotion underneath the basket, and we've got a foul. I believe that one was on number 23.
Holtmeyer.
Kate Holtmeyer, her second, team fourth. Lavelle inbounding to the newly checked in Horbach. Horbach lost a handle on it, but she was fouled, and she regained control and made her way to the basket.
She had a nice little post move up and get into that space inside, so she has a good position for the basket.
That last foul on number 33, Nicole Onstadt, her second, team fifth. Free throw in and out for Horbach. Horbach's second is up and good.
She's now 4 for 11 for the line, so when it comes down to the fourth quarter and it's still tight like this might be a really good chance for her to make that, to use that skill.
Here's Holtmeyer, killing her dribble on the baseline, back out to Adams. Adams guarded closely by Lavelle again. Lavelle working very hard on Adams. Here's Sunu to the basket, right hand fouled by Hansen, and she'll go to the line to shoot two more.
She's doing a fantastic job down low. I mean, her size, you don't really see that she would be a post player, but man, when you see her working down there, it's just, it's a thing of beauty. She's really nice.
Very long, too.
Very long arms.
Her free throw is up and good. Not only long arms, she's got long strides. So when she catches, even out here on the wing, it's 2 steps and she's to the basket.
And it's tough to stop.
Sunu's second is rounded down. 15-8, the lead back to 7 for the Comets. Lavelle picking up her dribble on the top of the key. Here's Spear. She'll try another three. Good.
Oh. And now she is getting warmed up. Put that oven on.
15-11, back to 4. Here's Adams crossing over, just over the timeline. She'll go to the rim. Right hand. Back iron, no good. Rebound tapped around, pulled down by Sunu. Sunu seems to be everywhere.
You know what? She's kind of like Flash. You just don't see her until she actually stops.
Jump shot from Onstadt, no good, and Spear traveled. .61 seconds here in the first half. Comets inbounding. That one to Holtmeyer. Had it knocked away. Now 59 seconds to play. 15-11. 4-point Comet lead. A little bit of jockeying for position down there by the lane.
That just shows you how aggressive these girls are.
The referee stepped in and told them, hey, play nice. Sunu looking to inbound. Does to Withy. Withy had it knocked away. Gets on the floor to get her own loose ball. Here's Sunu. She's knocked to the ground. Adams then pushed from behind by Hansen. Ball out of bounds to the Bobcats.
Must have had some oil on that ball because no one could pick it up.
Spear inbounds to Lavelle. 49 seconds to play. Bobcats down by 4. Stepping in is Horbach. Horbach out to Spear. Horbach thought about the three, tucked it back in the holster. She goes left hand to the basket. That one blocked by Sunu. Withy with the rebound. Looking to push. Up top to Holtmeyer. Holtmeyer back out to Sunu. Sunu the 17-foot jump shot off the backboard. Good.
Bank is open all day. That was a Scottie Pippen favorite right there.
Lavelle and the Bobcats with 20 seconds to play here. Spear in the corner. Holtmeyer will launch a three. That one's off the off the back iron, no good. Or Horbach, I'm sorry, to shoot that one. This is Holtmeyer on the other end. Loses control for a second, back out to Sunu, gets it to Withy. Withy triple teamed, up off the glass, no good. Looking to get her on rebound, kick the ball, and that's going to go out of bounds with 0.3 seconds to play. So really not enough time for a catch and shoot. Probably needs to be something up toward the rim that's tipped in.
Yeah, and they're trying to get their favorite three-point shooter the ball, but she was closely guarded by Adams, which is a smart move on Mount Prospect's end.
And that'll be the halftime buzzer as the Comets lead 17-11. We'll be back after halftime. Well, if the second half is anything like the first half, we're in for a great finish here at the 2015 Women's Championship basketball game here at LSA, Illinois. The Comets led the Bobcats of Immanuel Palatine 11-4 at the end of the first quarter. Palatine crawled back a little bit to make the halftime score 17-11 in favor of the Comets. If it wasn't for Spear on Palatine, they'd be in a huge hole right now.
Huge. And you know what? Those 2 threes that she had in the second quarter really brought them back and gave them some type of momentum going into the third quarter. I mean, they're only down by 6. It's anybody's ball game at this point.
That it is. And for the Comets, Withy down low has been a force to be reckoned with. She's everywhere.
Yes. You know, it doesn't help that Sunu is just going everywhere and anywhere. As I said, she's kind of like Flash. She's quick and she's long and she's here and she's there, and you just don't know where she is until she stops. I mean, she can shoot. She's 3 for 4 from the line. She's down low getting the rebounds. I mean, and you can hear the crowd. It's about to get real loud coming into the second half.
So in the minute we have before the second half begins, going to run through a couple scores in the time we have of the games that have happened so far today. First of all, for the boys, the consolation championship game, Immanuel Dundee beat Mattoon St. John 33-29. Holy Family took down Immanuel Batavia 49-38 for 7th place. Cross Yorkville defeated Decatur LSA 46-28. And the game directly before this had Christ Peoria over Zion Belleville 60-46. We'll get to the girls' scores at our next break. And here we go. 12 minutes, and we get to crown ourselves a 2015 champion. Here's Adams finding Holtmeyer. Back to Adams. Adams left hand. Kills the dribble back to Holtmeyer. Left hand baseline. Now back out to Adams. Adams looking for Withy in the post. Double teamed. Kicked out. Sunu. Back over to Onstadt. Onstadt lost control just for a second. Back out to Sunu. Sunu swung around to Adams. Adams right hand in the lane. Nice Euro step up. Missed the layup. Withy with the rebound. Fought for. Another jump shot is missed, and here comes LaVale out ahead of the pack. Onstadt trying to catch her. LaVale's layup up and in and out, no good.
Got her own rebound, though.
Kicks it out. Spears for 3. Good.
And she is had.
So halftime definitely didn't cool her off.
No. And you know what? Once she gets that ball, I'd say green light.
Adams back out to Holtmeyer. Holtmeyer kicked around to Onstadt. Onstadt's 16-footer, no good. Rebound pulled down by Montella.
She used her body really well for those rebounds and getting into that position to get a good spot for the kickback if it doesn't go in.
LaVale, couple dribbles into the lane. Kick back out to Horbach. LaVale from 15. She knocks it down, and it's a one-point ball game. So the Bobcats have come out firing here in the second half. 5 unanswered. Inside to Withy. Withy tripped up, lost control, last touched by the Comets, and it's Bobcat basketball. Here's LaVale. Now over to Horbach. Horbach, couple dribbles in, now kick back out to LaVale. She'll try her hand at bringing it inside. Here's Horbach's 3. That one's down. And for the first time today, the Bobcats have the lead, 19-17 with 4 to play here in the third quarter.
They are coming roaring out of the gate.
Adams kicked out to Onstad. Her 3-ball short. Pulled on by Horbach. Here's Horbach looking to push. She's got Hansen up ahead. Didn't get it up to her. Lost control for a second to the corner. And here's Withy with a steal. And she stepped out of bounds.
That's another player that gets in good position to make sure that she causes some kind of stir in their offense.
Here's Lavelle. Her team up, 19-17. Horbach would just knock down that big 3 back to Lavelle. Lavelle dribbles in. Met by Adams. Here's a steal by Sunu. Sunu to the middle to Adams. Adams, ball fake, lost control, picked up. Back out to onside. Sunu now to the basket. Up off the glass and good. And we've got ourselves a tie ball game.
The girls are not disappointing in this championship game. They are keeping this great game spirit going.
Horbach kills the dribble at the free throw line. Back to Lavelle. Lavelle looking for Hansen. Can't find her. Closely guarded by Sanu. Here's Spear. Another 3. Good. And that's 4 3-pointers for Spear. Adams out to Withy. Withy pump fakes. Had the ball stripped by Lavelle. Kicked out to onside. Back to Sunu. Sunu drives. Nice bounce pass across the lane. Up and good for Holtmeyer. And Coach Gutzler is going to take a timeout. And it is rocking in here.
It's about to get even louder, and that's the fun part.
And the best part about it is neither team is going to let the other one get too far out ahead.
Oh, no. I think both coaches are doing a fantastic job making sure that they are making sure their girls are prepared to keep pushing and pushing until they get the lead. I mean, you would see that, Palatine had four points in the first quarter, and now they have 22 in the middle of the third. I mean, I don't know what she said in the huddle, but it's working.
That it is, and Spear has come out firing today. She had 8 3-pointers coming into the contest today. She's already got 4. And we still have 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. She could hit 8.
I mean, I want to see the stats on how many threes in the girls' stats to see if she's even close right now, or if she can even break the record for threes in one game.
It probably can't be too much more than 4, you'd think.
In 8th grade, you never know.
22-21, Bobcats out in front. There's Horbach. Back up top to Lavelle. Lavelle looking inside at Hansen. Now back out to Spear. They run 2 girls at Spear. Back out to Horbach. Horbach driving in the lane. Up off the glass. No good. Rebound pulled down by Withy.
What a tremendous athlete.
Withy, she's going to pull a 3. That one is short. Rebound tapped around, fought for, finally picked up by Horbach. She falls, and we're going to have a foul. Foul is on number 33, Onstad. Excuse me, 31, Mandy Withy. Her first. Team first of the half. Here's Lavelle. Killing her dribble just inside the 3-point line. Thought about taking a jumper. Put it back in the holster. Now back over to Horbach. Horbach tied up by Adams. Hansen in the lane. That ball is blocked by Onstad, but looks like she might have got a little bit of the body in there.
You know, the great thing about both these teams is that they're not just, the guards aren't hanging out on the outside and the post players aren't hanging, crowding in the middle. They're actually intermixing. They're getting inside. They're coming outside.
Here's the free throw from Hansen. Up and no good. Samantha Hansen. 0 for 3 at the line in the contest. 4th free throw is up and good. 23-21, minute 45 to play in the third quarter. Adams, right hand, working on Lavelle. Out to Sunu. Sunu, a jumper. That one is short. Rebound pulled down by Holtmeyer. back to Withy. Withy in the lane. She's run into by Hansen, and she'll go to the line to shoot too. This game is physical. I don't know how you could say it any other way, but these girls are really getting after it.
It really is, and it's nice to see because when you watch some girls play sometimes, they're kind of hesitant to get contact and to be aggressive, but these girls have no problem.
Here is Mandy Withy. 9 of 17 coming into the contest this evening. First free throw is up and good.
This game might just come down to free throws.
And Hansen is replaced by Tangney. With the second free throw up and long. Unable to tie the game at 22. Here's Spear working the point. Now over to LaVale. LaVale over to Horbach. Horbach back up top. LaVale steps in, back out. Horbach, left hand inside, kicked out to LaVale. Minute to play here in the third. Bobcats up top, 23-22. And here is Montella from the right block, up with the right hand and good.
Came straight in and put some work in the middle.
There's a push from Adams. Her step back jump shot is long. Rebound pulled down by Montella. Spear looking to push. She's met by Adams at the top of the key. And Adams got caught reaching. That's Adams' second of the ball game. Team third.
You know, Onstead is really making it hard for Palatine to get something going in the middle unless they're
Speaking of getting in the middle, Horbach makes her way inside, up over the top of Onstead and scores. 27-22. There's Adams working on LaVale. Left hand gets inside, kicks it back out. Holtmeyer, baseline drive, kills the dribble, back to Withy. Withy in the lane. Has the ball knocked away off of her knee, and it's going to be Bobcat basketball with 14 seconds to play. Here are the Bobcats breaking a little press from the Comets. Montella in the lane has a shot blocked by Withy. Another shot blocked by Withy. 3 seconds to go. Launched by Withy. That one might bounce in, but it's out of bounds. And that'll end the third quarter. What a swing. What a swing.
You know, coming from halftime with Palatine down by 11-17 to Mount Prospect and coming back and coming to 27-22. I mean, they did not take any prisoners in this third quarter.
16-5 swing. They called the third quarter the money quarter for a reason, and now you go into the fourth quarter up by 5. If you're Mount Prospect, what can you do to generate a little more offense? Because after that first quarter, they've kind of been stymied.
You know, they're really trying to pound it in the middle. They're trying to force it into the basket, draw that foul, get some free throws, stop the clock. And it's been successful in the first half, but right now Palatine's making it really hard because they're trying to clog down low because Mount Prospect was doing a fantastic job with second and third attempts and rebounds, and now they're just not giving them any. So if they can find the outside, if they can find the hot hand, that might be very beneficial, but they have to be a little bit smarter on the rebounds.
We talked about second chance points. It looks like they're grabbing the rebound and kind of bringing it down a little bit, and a lot of tied balls underneath the rim.
Very true, very true. And you know, you always tell your post players you never bring it down. You always want to keep it high. So hopefully they'll have enough energy to keep that going because, as you said in the first half, this is a track meet. It has not stopped.
Not stopped at all. And the fourth quarter is about to start. 6 minutes from now, barring overtime, we're going to crown ourselves a champion. At the start of the fourth, it's the Bobcats leading the Comets by 5, 27-22. Immanuel Palatine over St. Paul Mount Prospect. Here's LaVale, the left hand, up top to Horbach. Horbach drives in, kills the dribble, out to Spear. Spear had it knocked away by Adams, but Horbach comes away with it. Kicked out to Spear. There's another three. That one's short. So she is human, and she can miss a three-pointer. Here's Adams.
It's a rare occurrence.
Adams looking over to Onstadt. Onstadt jumpers down the well.
Nice little 5-footer there.
27-24. Bobcats still in the lead. Laval looking to push. Swung over to Spear. Spear back to Laval. Here's Horbach, left hand in the middle of the lane. Kick back out to Laval. Laval now to the corner to Tangney. Laval inside, had it blocked by Withy. Rebound pulled down by Onstadt. Here comes Adams.
You know, she is a great point guard. She's quick, she's good on defense.
Here's Adams inside, her layup no good. Rebound pulled down by Horbach, up ahead to Montella. Montella has it stolen by Sunu. 2-on-1 break. Sunu to the basket, right hand up and good.
What a strong take.
The thievery and then the bucket on the other end. And she just almost had another one and she poked it away from Laval. Out of bounds, hit the scores table. Bobcat basketball.
She does it all. She rebounds, shoots, layup, great defense. I mean, she's an all-around great player.
The Comets picking up a little bit more momentum here with 4.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Comets sitting back in that 2-3 zone as the Laval holds it just on the other side of the timeline. And they're going to back their girls off even more. 4:10 to play. Palatine just holding. Now, in your opinion, is this smart? Up by 1 point with 4 minutes to go and you're going to stall.
I personally wouldn't. Being a coach myself, I would actually want to keep playing, try to run up the score a little bit more, but it's hard to tell what the Palatine coach is thinking right now. And this crowd, as you can see, it's going both ways. They're trying to see something happen.
And the stall continues just in the middle of the jump ball circle as Laval hasn't moved.
Well, at least it gives the girls a little break from this run and gun kind of
game. And they've been stalling now for about a minute. They have taken a minute off the clock by stalling. As we talked about, it's kind of, it can go either way. I mean, you're taking time off the clock, obviously, but at the same time, you're, yep, and she calls the timeout. Here's what I'm thinking. And you being the coach yourself at the high school level, you tell me, is this playing not to lose?
It might be a little hesitation, I think, on that part because, you know, you're up by 1. This game has been so close. Both teams have been, even looking at these stats right here, it goes back and forth, exactly how this game has been, you know, and it'd be interesting to see what they come out with in this timeout, just to see what kind of offense they're going to push, if they're going to give, you know, a three-pointer, if they're going to try to be up by 4. So it makes it gives Mount Prospect, they have to do a 2-point play because, you know, you never know at this point now that they're up by 1.
3 minutes, 2 seconds to play in the contest. Palatine up 1. They just stalled for the last minute and a half. And then as soon as Mount Prospect made a move, Coach Glazer called a timeout. Quickly. The Bobcats to inbound. Spear.
And now they're going to a man now, so that puts a lot of pressure on Palatine.
There's Laval, now over to Spear. Spear holding out right in front of her bench. Looks to dive, kills her dribble. In trouble, nowhere to go, and a timeout called by Coach Glazer.
She called
just in time.
I was just going to say that. I mean, he was going on that tick of a 5-second, and she knew it. Smart play on Mount Prospect's decision-making to go to a man just to put a little more pressure because you don't want Palatine to sit back and be able to shoot those threes because now that she's hot, it's tough to say if she's going to keep going.
And getting to the other scores from today's action for the girls, the consolation championship went to Immanuel Batavia as they beat Nashville Oakville 22-18. And we'll get to the rest here in just a moment. And here's Lavelle bringing it up, looking to get it to Spear. She's in trouble. Ball knocked away. Holtmeyer with the beautiful steal. And here's Lavelle knocking down Sunu. Sunu got it ahead to Withy. And we've got a foul on Montella.
Sunu, she is falling on the ground and still gets the pass up to Withy. I mean, what an outstanding athlete.
2 minutes and 40 seconds to play. Now does stalling seem like it might not have been the best idea?
To me, probably not, but maybe she has a different idea.
Sunu now down to Withy. Withy right hand in the middle of the lane. Her runner up off the glass. No good. Rebound tapped around. Fought for. Pulled down by Spear. Spear out to Lavelle. Lavelle chased by Withy. Withy with the steal. Spear runs into her, or excuse me, Lavelle runs into Withy. And it's going to be Comet basketball. The fouls are now even at 3.
For as high intense as this game is, that's very impressive.
Here's Adams taking her time crossing the timeline. Lavelle forcing her left. Adams picking up a screen from Withy. Finds Sunu. Sunu's jump shot, long. Rebound Holtmeyer on the offensive end. Now back out top. Onstad knocks down the jump shot, and the Comets are back in the lead. Here's Lavelle, left hand out to Spear. Spear looks to drive, picks up her dribble, over to, and in the lane we're going to have a, we didn't get a call, but a foul on Withy, it looks like, as she was run over by Horbach.
She took a nice little tumble there.
And it's going to be out of bounds underneath the basket, so not a non-shooting foul. Minute 46 to play. Comets ahead 28-27 as they fought their way back as they were down by 5 coming into the contest. And into the lane was Horbach. She was fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And she's 4 for 11 for this tournament. And, you know, as I said, free throws are going to be crucial this game. And if she can hit both of these, this would be a huge advantage for Palatine.
Horbach's first free throw steps into around the down. And we're all tied at 28. A minute 45 to play. The referee's having a small conference, and I think they're going to adjust the clock a little bit. Apparently not. We're going to keep it at 1:45. Second free throw from Horbach, around and out. Fought for it. Tangney throws it up at the backboard. No good. Rebound pulled down by Lavelle. Lavelle out to Horbach. Horbach's 3 long. Montella with the rebound. Took a couple of hops before she threw it up at the basket and had it blocked.
I think everyone held their breath on that 3.
Here's the inbound to Horbach. Horbach's 3 from the corner, short. Rebound pulled down by Tangney. Tangney throws up at the rim, nothing. Rebound hopped on by Withy, and the Comets are going to get a timeout.
Oh, just in time. What a good call by Matt Gutzler there.
Comets take a 30-second timeout with the game tied at 28 and a minute and 26 to play. We called it. I mean, we called it before it started that this one was going to come down to the stretch.
And you know,
come down to
the final seconds, you know, and there is a huge chance that this might go into overtime. You know, and coming into this, you didn't see, you know, Palatine has a little bit shorter players, but they match that with their speed and their intensity. Whereas Mount Prospect, they have the height, they have the strength, you know, and they have some taller girls that could shoot outside. So really, it's an even matchup, and you see it now, and the crowd is just getting crazy here.
Trying to give you a couple more scores here from earlier today. Good Shepherd Collinsville beat Trinity Roselle 33-16 for the 7th place championship. The 5th place was won by the host school, St. Peter Arlington Heights, as they beat Immanuel Belvedere 42-38. Here's Adams across the timeline. Finds Withy. Withy working on Montella. Takes it back to the middle. Knocked down. Back to Onstadt to Sunu. Sunu drives the lane. Nice bounce pass. Just missed.
Oh, it was a good look. It was
just
a good
missed
look.
a cutting Holtmeyer. And we have 68 seconds to play. A little backcourt pressure from the Comets. And a timeout called by the Bobcats.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm out of breath. Like this is it's one of those things where you hope all games come down like this, come down to the wire like this. 28-28, minute 8 to play. We've had two comeback by both teams. The Bobcats coming back in the third quarter, and then the Comets now coming back in the fourth quarter. We said the second half. Fasten your seatbelts.
It's awesome to see at this level the talent and the dedication and the discipline from these girls.
No serious foul trouble to speak of right now. However, the foul situation, 5 on the Comets, 3 on the Bobcats.
Now Comets are back in a 2-3 instead of their man that they started the fourth quarter with.
Here comes Lavelle. Lavelle going to hand it off to Spear, back to Lavelle. And she's going to hold it. 59 seconds. Now over to Spear. Spear backed up to Lavelle. Lavelle, a couple dribbles in. Look to get it over to Horbach. It was jumped by Withy. Here's Horbach into the lane. Runner blocked by Onstadt. Back out to Lavelle. Lavelle now over to Horbach again. Horbach taking a couple dribbles to the inside. Kills the dribble. Now back out to Lavelle. 34 seconds to play. Back out to Spear. Spear to Lavelle. Lavelle over to Horbach. Horbach runs in the lane. Throws it. Has it blocked by Onstadt. And the Comets are going to take a timeout. And I don't think Coach Gutzler wanted a timeout. I think he was clapping.
I think so too.
And they gave him a timeout.
And that was a good fast break too, because they had the numbers. It was about 4 on 3, and that might have hurt them.
21.9 seconds. Tied at 28. You have the ball on the other end, inbounding. What are you doing if you're Coach Gutzler right now?
You know, I'm making sure that we are spread out so it's not a lot of cluster when we do get the ball, because you want as many options as possible. You don't have to rush to get it in. You don't have to rush to get it to the basket because it is a tied game, but you still want to make sure that you are getting the smartest shot possible in these 21 seconds.
And if you're the Bobcats on defense, what are you doing?
You're playing tight, tight defense, face up. You're making sure that their hot hands, Witherly, Adams, and Sunu, do not get the ball.
And Withy dribbled it off her foot out of bounds with 16.9 seconds to play.
That's what you wanted from Palatine.
And another timeout called by the Bobcats. That's a full, as I believe that's all Coach Glasser has left.
You got to give it up to these girls. They are tough.
And you hope for Withy she has a chance to redeem herself after dribbling it off her foot. As that kind of thing seems to happen.
It does.
Seems to happen in sports.
It happens in the high school. It happens a lot at the high school level. So with these girls, the ball control that they do have now, it matches some of the girls that I've seen on the varsity level, where they're crossing, they're doing the turns, they're going between the legs, they're making smart passes. I mean, they've got it together. And you hear the crowd, my goodness. Now predictions, what's Palatine gonna do?
Look to get something going to the basket, I believe. That or it's gonna, nobody ever watches the inbounder, and Spear is inbounding.
And that might be their key.
To Lavelle. Lavelle brings it across the timeline. 14 seconds, 13 now. Looks to get it over to Spear. Spear holding, now to the corner to Horbach. The ball knocked away. Last touched by Withy. 7.8 seconds to play. Withy really looking to jump that pass to the corner. Spear inbounds to Lavelle. Lavelle, left hand, now over to Horbach. Horbach, pump fake, back to the 3, 2, 1 on the clock. Back over to Horbach. Horbach launches one, in and out.
Just barely missed it.
And we get some free basketball.
And we get an overtime.
So all knotted at 28. It's going to be 3 minutes to play in the overtime. So in that quarter, the Bobcats were held to just 1 point. 1 point.
Yeah.
Outscored 6-1 in that quarter. Now, allowing 6 points in the quarter is not bad.
No, then that's actually a very good thing. You know, as a coach, you want to tell your girls you want to keep them under 10 points and you want to score about 10 points to kind of make that differential. So Palatine did a very good job keeping them down to 6 points and not getting anything inside, especially on those last few seconds. But scoring only 1 point off a free throw, I mean.
And that was the difference. We talked about free throws.
Yes.
Horbach went 1 of 2 from the line. For their only 1 point of the quarter. Think of how big that one free throw was.
Yeah. Huge.
And the teams will switch sides here in the center circle. Withy jumping against Tangney. And here's overtime. Withy tapping it around, controlled by Adams. Adams left hand, now back in her right hand. Up top to Sunu. Sunu inside to Withy. Withy hit by Montella. Now over to Onstadt. Onstadt back out to Sunu. Sunu's jump shot is short. Rebound tapped around and fought for, and we're going to have a jump ball.
You know, in Palatine, I am seeing...
Actually, not a jump ball. We have a foul. Foul was on not getting a foul yet. That's Onstadt. That's her 5th.
She must have had a quiet 5 fouls because I didn't even know she had 4 coming into overtime. Which she was huge in the middle. She was keeping their Palatine's big girls at a standstill. I mean, they weren't really getting it inside, which she was a big factor of that.
Horbach working on the newly checked in Molly Wilson. Here's Lavelle. Lavelle looking inside. That one's knocked away by Withy. Withy picks it up and gets it over to Adams. Adams met by Lavelle in the backcourt. Over to Sunu. Sunu grabbed by Spears. They're now grabbed by Lavelle. And I think they're going to get Lavelle with the foul in the corner.
It keeps Sunu open. I mean, I don't know why Palatine keeps her completely open. She's hit a few shots from the elbow, and she is very quick on the inside. She's one of their biggest threats for Mount Prospect.
And that last foul was on number 12, Lavelle, her 3rd, team 4th. Another something to note here. Another foul on the Comets, and the Bobcats are shooting 1-1. Adams pull up at the free throw line, now kicked out to Withy. Withy pump fake, left hand, into the lane. Tripped up off the glass, no good. Rebound tapped around, pulled down by Taney, grabbed by Withy. Withy let it go. Now over to Spear. 2 minutes to play in overtime. Up ahead to Horbach, in and out of her hands. It'll be Comet basketball. And checked in for the Comets is number 20, Mackenzie Falkers. There's Adams looking to pick up a screen from Withy. Now back to Withy. Back up top to Adams. Adams into the lane, right hand. Tripped up off the rim, no good. And we're going to go to the line to shoot 2. Ashley Adams coming into today's contest 9 of 16 from the free throw line, so a good free throw shooter.
About 50%, which is very good. You want to get to at least 70, but she's doing very well.
Free throw is good. 29-28 Comets. Minute 39 to play. Ashley Adams, 1 of 2, gets her own rebound. Back down to Withy. Withy working on Spears, up, and she's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
I mean, and those two, Adams and Withy, have been playing such a fantastic game together with their teams separately. I mean, these girls are so red in the face, but I don't think they want this, and they're going to do everything they can.
Willie's first is off right.
She's 10 of 19 from the line, so if she can sink this next one, this.
Willie's second up, around and down. 30-28. However, we know the Bobcats have a 3-point specialist that would put them right back in the lead this next time down the floor.
And if you are Palatine, you want to attack her, which in basketball, that means that you have one specific person from Mount Prospect attached to her hip, making sure that she does not get the ball, she does not get an open look. And if you're Palatine, you want to create some type of diversion, screens, cuts, anything to get her open to make sure that she has a smooth access to a three-pointer.
30-28. Comets. St. Paul Mount Prospect leading the Bobcats and Immanuel Palatine here in overtime of the 2015 Women's Championship game. I mean, you couldn't write a better script. 2-point ball game, minute and a half to play, overtime for the championship. This is the kind of stuff that people never forget. Never forget. I mean, you can probably think back to when you played here at State, and that was 10 years ago.
Hey, no.
It's even longer for me, so don't worry
That
about
is very true.
Bobcats inbound. Here comes Lavelle crossing the timeline with her right hand. Over to Horbach. Horbach looking to attack with the left hand. Tripped, got it into Montella. Montella over to Tangney. Tangney's 10-footer. Long rebound, tapped around, pulled down by Withy. Lost a handle on it, dove out of bounds, trying to tap it back in. But it'll be underneath the Bobcats' hoop.
Gives Palatine a bit of a break to see if they can get something going.
To the corner. 3-ball from Horbach. Down!
And you said watch out for that three-pointer. They've got 2 of them now, 2 specialists.
Adams attacking. Back out to Withy. Withy working on Montella. Picks up her dribble, finds Sunu. Sunu across to Falkers. Falkers out top to Adams. Adams attacking. Back out to Holtmeyer. Holtmeyer up top to Falkers. Falkers driving, looking. Finding Holtmeyer. She's met by Horbach. Back out to Falkers. Falkers pulls a jump shot. That one is good. 32-31, Comets ahead with 40 seconds to go.
You should see her face when she made that. I mean, it was like she got surprised with $1 million.
Here's Lavelle, left hand. Up top to Horbach. Horbach drives, loses control. Lavelle picks up the loose ball, swung around to Spear. Spear back up top to Horbach. Horbach steps up over to Lavelle, far right side, attacking with the right hand. She gets in lane, blocked by Withy, and we've got a foul.
It was on the floor, but it's also Mount Prospect's 7th foul, so she's going to go to the line 1-1. And right now I don't think she's shot yet today, so we should see if this is intense.
Lavelle from the line in the contest, or in the tournament, 5 of 8. Her first free throw is no good. Rebound, fought for, tapped around. Montella picks up, blocked by Sunu. 12 seconds ago. Rebound pulled down by Adams to Holtmeyer. Holtmeyer grabbed, and she's going to head to the line to shoot 1-1 with her team up 1. Free throws. We talked free throws.
Every single close game, you want to make sure your team, especially in a tight game, in a game that you know is going to be so intense, you want to make sure that your free throws are spot on before tip-off. And this is why.
32-31, 4.9 seconds to play. What do? Do you go to the line and miss on purpose? Do you make one miss one? I mean, you have to make the first one.
You have to make, yes, you want to make the first one. That is the
that's the biggest thing.
Yes.
Either way, you hit both, three-pointer can only tie it. However, make one, miss one, three-pointer wins it. And with 5 seconds to play, you can get down the floor in 5 seconds and get up a three.
Oh, and you know what? With the way that Palatine has been passing and pushing up the ball, there would not be a problem for them. So we got to see how 23 handles it here, because she hasn't been to the line yet either. So if she can hit this first one, I mean, Comets, that's a huge.
Holtmeyer, 1 of 1. 1 of 1 so far in the tournament. Lefty takes a couple dribbles. Puts it in the pocket, free throws up and good. 33-31.
Suna had a rush in there and congratulate her real quick.
Couple dribbles, spin. It's no good. Rebound pulled on by Lavelle. Lavelle is about to make her way up the floor. Coach Glasser called a timeout. 3.4 seconds on the clock. Not going to put any more time back on the clock, because I think the timekeeper was spot on with that one.
He's got the quick thumb. Now you want to keep it out of both 10 and 11 for Palatine, and that's Spears and Horbach, because they have been on with their three-point game. But if it comes down to something, it's either do you tie it or do you win it?
And in this instance, usually the old adage is tie at home, win on the road.
But we're in Arlington
You're at the state tournament right now. This is the championship.
This is it.
Both teams in the bonus. 7 fouls apiece.
And if you,
Onstadt fouled out for the Comets a few moments ago, right at the beginning of overtime.
Which hurt a little bit for their rebounding game.
However, because she fouled out, Falkers came in and she knocked down the jumper to put them ahead 32-31.
Is it just the twist of the game, really? I mean,
that's what keeps you coming back.
Who knew?
3.4 seconds to play. Lavelle to inbound. The Comets stuck back in a 2-3, and we're going to have another timeout. The full timeout called by the Comets. Maybe that was probably a ploy to see who was going to do what.
You know, what Palatine was set up in, because they've got 3 girls down low, but you might see one of their three-point, Spears or Horbach, popping out to the corner for the three-point line, because that's where she hit the 3 to get into the lead in this overtime clock. So hopefully they've got something up their sleeve. And we've got a blue little man running around here. Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. Now they got Spears and Horbach both on the same side, on the left-hand side.
Lavelle to inbound. Looking, finds Horbach. Horbach turns, met. 3-ball up. Off the front iron, no good. And your 2015 Women's LSA Illinois champions are the Comets of St. Paul Mount Prospect. What a game, though.
You got to give it up to both teams. You really do.
That is a hard way to lose it. Your three-pointer at the buzzer, hitting front iron and coming off. She's been on point the entire second half. She's the reason they got back into this game.
She is the sole reason in the second quarter that they had a chance to come back and even be able to win this game. So she's got to be proud of herself for even accomplishing that much for her team. Final
score, Comets of Mount Prospect, St. Paul 33, Bobcats, Immanuel Palatine 31. Congratulations to both teams on just probably one of the best games I've seen in the years I've been doing the broadcast here.
And, you know, Mount Prospect only lost one game this whole entire season. I mean, just an accomplishment in that is amazing.
That itself is amazing.
You know, and Bobcats ended up with 25-3, and that's an even. You can't really ask for more as a coach.
And that'll do it for our broadcast. We're going to bring you the trophy and medal ceremony live. But that'll do it for you and me. For Alexa Cruel, I'm Sam Cruel. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next year.